Hey guys, how's it going? Alan here from Primitive Movement. We're going to go over a couple of things this week. We have a macro video coming in later. We have biomechanics coming in later to go along with our movement series week by week. But for today, let's start off the week, right? So that means we have to go right into a new word of the week. I had this word given to me by a client actually. It's a great word. We talked a little bit about its meaning and kind of how it incorporates, but how it just kind of makes you you. So, and pretty much it instills how you attack each part of your day and each part of your, and it shows the best part of your personality, I guess, if you will. That word is attitude. It's real important because my background is, I ran 7 years competitively, cross country and track and field. So for me, I always noticed the runners that were most successful, right, were the ones that had the right attitude no matter what competition or what opposition they had or any troubles they had or any issues they had while training or competing. And they had the right attitude, even if they weren't as talented, they would always rise above and kind of accomplish whatever task they had. Run better, jump better. Even if they didn't do well one season, if they had the right attitude by next season, they would see vast improvements, right? The ones that were maybe even more talented sometimes, if they had the wrong attitude, they would always suffer. The performance would suffer, right? And this wasn't to anything, right? You can look at people in your, in your career field, your job field, right? People in school, right? Anybody trying to further or better themselves. The people who don't have the right attitude or mindset, then things don't start going, the right way, in the right direction for them. So, if we look at the direct definition online, we found a settled way of thinking or feeling about someone or something, right? Typically one that is reflected in a person's behavior, right? So it's always going to show your attitude. Your attitude is always going to show in the things that you're doing, right? The people that you're with. So they're going to see these things. They're going to be, obviously, your main trait. What we came up with here at Primitive was a state of mind, right? Either you're optimistic or pessimistic is basically your attitude, right? How you even communicate with people, right? Are you excited to talk with people? Or are you more like dragging, like you don't want to be there? You're dragging on the conversation, small talk, kind of just trying to go about your way. Things like that, right? We have 4 main points that I want to talk about, right? Number 1, dealing with circumstances, right? This could be anything in life. It doesn't have to be like a problem or an issue. It could be anything with life. Any circumstance that can come about, you can think of it as like a glass half full or half empty, right? Kind of deal. So what kind of person are you? Are you looking at things being thrown your way or opportunities or doors opening your way and seeming like maybe you have a raise at work, a supervisor or manager position opens up. I had this with a couple of friends. They weren't ready to kind of make that jump to become supervisors and managers in their field. So they were looked at it as a problem, as an issue. I don't want to do all that work, I don't really see myself in that type of role anyway. It's too much for me. Taking homework and stuff like that. Well, that's what the job calls for, right? You gotta look at it as a glass half full or half empty, even if it doesn't mean you being manager for the next 5-10 years, but just working, your tail off for a couple of years will pay off. And just meeting, the right people and networking with the right people, and then even going past that until maybe you're finding a position where you're happy, or even just getting that experience to take to your next career, right? Are you a half empty or are you a half full person? There's so many positives moving up in your career field, right? And then training, there's so many positives about you getting fitter. Sometimes people they always talk about, I'm gonna get to a certain point, that's brings me to my 3rd point actually, training, fitness, health, exercise, and diet, all that stuff, right? But people always look at it as, okay, I'm going to get fitter, I'm going to get stronger, and they're excited to, but there's also people that they look at it, man, I'm fitter now, I'm stronger, now I need to do more to maintain my level of fitness, and I want to have more cheat days, right? I want to eat whatever I want. This is not really, kind of my deal. If you're fitter, you're stronger, you're healthier, you're better, and it ties into a better quality of life overall, right? Again, are you optimistic about it or are you pessimistic about it? What's your state of mind? But we've already hit the first 3, right? Last one is hardships, bright times, right? Kind of, opposing things. When you have a hardship, how do you deal with it? Do you kind of, put your head down and focus and try to get through it in the best possible way, right? Or are you a bright days kind of person or bright times kind of person where it's like, this is tough right now, but I'm going to learn a lot from it, right? This experience is here for a reason. Maybe I made a mistake. I have to look deeper into what's going on, right? So all these things can change and will change depending on your state of mind, right? Are you an optimist or are you a pessimist, right? our goal is obviously to be more on this side, right? Whatever challenge you have, whatever life throws at you, make sure you have the right attitude and you're always ready to get after it, guys. Even if it seems like a crazy situation at the time, right? Whatever the case may be, there's always something to learn from it. And from you learning, you allow yourself to give yourself that experience and that knowledge to other people or just, to yourself. So one thing that always, obviously, with what we're dealing with right now, with the whole incident last week, Sunday, January 26th, we lost those 9 people in that helicopter crash. But one thing that always stood out in my mind, like I mentioned to many of you guys before, was I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan. Clients, friends, and family, all, I've always talked about him growing up. He was the reason why I got into sport, why I loved, having passion in things that I do, and going, with my hard work ethic, is because of Kobe Bryant. But in his last book, or in his book that he wrote, he talked about specifically what the Mamba mentality is. If you guys know about him, his nickname was the Black Mamba when he played basketball, professionally for 20 years. But he had this mentality that made him really successful, right? So if we look at exactly what he's talking about with the Mamba mentality, we're looking at, this again quoted from his book: if we don't quit, we don't cower, we don't run, we embrace and conquer. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, and that one's huge. I would always tell, my teammates, my athletes now, especially if you're looking at performance goals or trying to push the boundary, you have to stop feeling sorry for yourself, right? Even if you have been active for maybe 10, 15 years and you're just trying to get back on the horse, right? Lose some weight, feel better about yourself, right? Have a better quality of life, you have to stop feeling sorry for yourself, right? Nobody is here to actually put you down or push you down. We're here to uplift you, right? So I'm here to give all the people, around me positive energy, lift them up, do what I can, but I'm also gonna become kind of a hard ass, right? That's kind of my job, is I can't give you an easy way out, because there is no easy way out. If you're trying to improve yourself, trying to grow, trying to develop into a better person or a stronger person, you gotta stop feeling sorry for yourself, right? I'm not gonna accept excuses. Find the silver lining and get to the work with the same belief, same drive, and same conviction as ever, right? This word is huge for me. Conviction, right? One thing that always stands out to me, is I heard from an old mentor of mine, is do you have the capacity to be obsessed with the goals that you have, right? And that stuck with me. It's a simple amount of words, but do you have the capacity, the mental capacity to be obsessed with what you're doing, right? Meaning it's going to require a lot from you, right? It's going to require you to dedicate all your time, all your effort into your goals, and in order to achieve them. That is conviction, right, to the highest degree. You got to make sure if you have these goals, whatever it is in life, training, health, fitness, family, whatever you're trying to do, start a business, right? You got to, go into it 100%. You can't slack off. There's going to be no days off. You got to make sure you're fully committing yourself to your goals. One of the quotes that really stands out for me, also from that same book, is, if you see me in a fight with a bear, pray for the bear. That's kind of what the Mamba mentality is. What he's talking about all right here, right, can easily be highlighted just in this small little statement, right? If you see me in a fight with a bear, pray for the bear, right? That's so powerful, so simple, right? But what we're looking at here is basically the will to never quit, regardless how big the challenge is, or how challenging or any issues or problems you may face. You're not going to back down, right? With your goal is going to be challenged a lot, right? There's things that are going to come in, especially with life. We already know, things are going to hit you hard. It's your job to stand up and overcome those things, right? And again, that comes back to attitude. What is your state of mind, when you're trying to create these goals and make them happen? My goal, or my challenge to you guys this week, as attitude is our word of the week, is go out. Again, I'm huge on building tasks, right? If you're not writing these things down, at least think about them, right? 2, 3 things, nothing crazy. If you want to create a more elaborate list, 10 to 15, whatever things, put it in your calendar. I recommend it, right? That way you have it written down, maybe over your headboard or on your mirror at home, whatever the case. Write it down, put a sticky note, 2 or 3 things. What are some things you could do to change your attitude today, right? If you say, like, I'm not going to go to the gym. I went, 2 days ago and I'm still sore and I'm tired, right? Or maybe I didn't get as much sleep. Or maybe I had a lousy meal and my energy's drained, or work was tough today. Whatever the case is, if you're something like that, right? or maybe I'm gonna commit a little more time towards finishing that project for work, and I'm gonna get it done even to the best of my ability rather than just doing the bare minimum. That way I can just show my team or my boss or whoever the case, right? Right. Do one thing this week. That way by by Friday, able to show ourselves that accomplishment, right? I always tell people, don't be afraid of accomplishment. It's just a bigger, or of a challenge. It's only a bigger accomplishment in the end, right? But let's go ahead and try that, guys. I'll reconvene with you guys on Friday. We'll go over that. Have a great rest of the week. We love you.